Ladies and gentlemen, Ryan Hanley.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for coming. This is like, I've done a lot of presentations, and for some reason, this 15 minutes is like it makes me so nervous. It's unbelievable. This group of people is so incredibly important to me, and it means a lot that you're sitting here. I didn't know that I'd be joined by Alexa or that there would be Canadian beach balls in front of me, but that makes it part of the fun. I couldn't redo 47 Star Wars gifts. I tried really hard. I gotta be honest with you. I tried a lot of shows. I tried Parks and Rec, Archer, and it just seemed a little contrived. And I decided to go with no slides, and instead tell you a little story. I've been doing my video show since August. I've done 50 episodes. Some of you have seen it. It's been an important and enlightening experience for me. And about 3 months ago, Stacy Stevens, who helped me with this conference last year, she said, "Ryan, why do you sign off every episode with 'I love you'?" And it was an interesting question. I had never really thought about it before. And I responded, very honestly, because I do. I do love everyone who watches the show, everyone who consumes a piece of our content, certainly all of you for coming here, everyone who listens to the podcast, everyone who sends Facebook messages and Instagram messages and engages with our company and embraces Sydney and Joey and the content they create and all the guest authors who contribute. I do love them, but love is kind of a weird word to say in a professional environment. Most of us struggle to say, "I love you" enough to our family. And certainly in a professional setting, to say "I love you" is odd. But I think we need to embrace these feelings. I tell the team every day, our superpower is that we give a shit. That's what it is. We're not the best video creators. We're not certainly the best writers. We're not the best podcasters. Sorry, Joey. We make a lot of mistakes. We try things that don't work. We start projects that we have to stop. We don't always hit our goals. Sometimes our traffic goes down. Sometimes we create a piece of content that completely falls on its face. But at the end of the day, what allows us to keep moving forward, what allows us to be as successful as this community has been, is that I know you guys know that we give a shit. And it's cool to care. That is what's so special about the people sitting in this room, is that for so long, this group of people, the people who believe what you believe, that sales and marketing and customer experience and going the extra mile and doing the special things and working late at night and getting up at 5 a.m., that you did these things, these extra things that no one told you to do. You didn't have to do them. You did them because of what was right for your customer. We were kind of put in a little box over here, right? You guys are the weirdos. It's cool to care. That's why we're here, right? It's okay to stand up and say, I give a shit about my people, and that's okay. And that is what makes this group of people special. And I want to highlight a few people because I think it's cool to have examples. There are so many people in this room that embody this idea. Where's John Bachman? Stand up. John, stand up. Where are you? All right. First of all, the first insurance claims vlog in history, and it's awesome. Dude's plane gets canceled, coming from New Hampshire, packs up his family and drives here overnight 10 hours to be here with us this morning. John, that means more to me than you'll ever know, brother. Where's all my 5 a.m. club people? Stand up. Where's the 5 a.m. club? All right. This group of people, if you see them, you guys can sit down now. No one in the back can sit. Here's the cool thing about the 5 a.m. club. It's not about getting up. It's not about being awake in the morning. That's how we kind of came together, this odd thing that we all decided to wake up early and tweet at each other. But it wasn't about the getting up. It was about the community, right? It was about supporting each other. It was about, man, I had a bad day. I haven't worked out in 3 days. Get on it. You know what I mean? Come back. Or, working with each other and making sure that if someone had a problem or a question or was feeling unmotivated, that they had a place to go, that they had a group of people that they could send an honest and real message to, and that group of people would support them and help push them forward. And we all have these groups, right? We all have these groups. Where is Jeff Smith and everyone from OIA? Stand up if you're in the group. Stand up, okay? Jeff and his team in the state of Ohio, in the State Association of Ohio, Jeff is the executive director. Many of his people are here. There's a reason that this conference is in Ohio. It's because Jeff is leading our industry from an association standpoint. He is setting an example for what it means to support independent agencies and the industry as a whole, all right? He's thinking differently about what it means to have a relationship with agencies and with carriers from an association standpoint. Jeff gives a shit about his people, and the work that his team puts in isn't necessary. Nothing that we do is necessary, but the work they do is very important, and it shows that they care. And because of that, his association is thriving, and so is his organization. And you can tell when you talk to his people. Where is, and I'm going to call a few more people up because I just want to highlight these people. Where's Danny Kimball? Stand up. Okay? So, Danny wanted to create better video in her agency. So what she did was, she didn't sit back and say, well, I don't have the money for this. I'm going to do poorly lit, poorly sounding iPhone upshots. She went out to carriers and said, I will partner with you. I will work with you. And if you help underwrite some camera gear for me, I will produce videos for you in conjunction with my agency. No one told her to do that. There's not a roadmap for that. That's not a best practice. She did that because she cares about her agency, she cares about her staff that she works with, and she cares about the people that she serves in the community that she serves. And if you get a chance, walk up to Danny and thank her for doing that work, because what it does is it shows us all what's possible when we stop thinking from a standpoint of scarcity and we start thinking from a standpoint of abundance. I'm just a firm believer in this, and if you've read anything that I've written recently, or I've talked a lot more recently about leadership and about health and that kind of stuff, and what it takes, their mindset that we have to be in to be successful. And these ideas, these topics, they're not fluffy. This isn't the soft stuff. This is the most important stuff. You're going to hear from some of the smartest people, some of the most driven people, some people that I respect more than anyone in the world. You're going to hear from them over the next 2 days. There is no doubt that the content that you're going to get at this conference is absolutely positively world-class, and the people here are tremendous. But the tactics are only half the battle. And what I'm going to ask you through the rest of these 2 days, and hopefully you will carry this on, is that you embrace giving a shit, right? Embrace it. Bump into people. Ask them how they're doing. Ask them why they care. Why do they do what they do? It's not just how they do it or what they do. It's why they do it, right? Why did Danny step up and do that? Why did John drive 10 hours to be here, right? Where's Chris Klein from Westfield? Chris, stand up. All right. Chris and I formed a special bond over our love. He actually rides BMX. I'm just the nerd that stands on the sideline and watches. But a tremendous Instagram account, by the way. Chris helped put more than 40 people in this room here Westfield is a huge reason why this conference is happening. But Chris, in particular, when we have conversations about this industry, it's not about, oh, how do I get my agents to write more business with me? It's how do I help agents be more successful, whether they write business with Westfield or not. And I'm not just saying that because Chris is my friend. I'm saying that because it moves me. I seek him out at conferences because those are the type of conversations I want to have, right? Because he doesn't care if helping that agency gets Westfield necessarily more direct business. He cares that that agency is still here. No one tells him to do that. That's not his job. No one forces him to care, but he does. And because of that, he stands out, and the agencies that work with Chris and embrace what the programs that they have, they're successful. The same can be said for Safeco, who's our diamond sponsor. Sydney and I spent a lot of time with them, and you're going to see them this afternoon and hear more from them. And Tyler, their CEO, is going to be on stage here on Tuesday on a panel with me. These are the type of relationships that I want you to embrace. And I think that this group owns it, but it is our responsibility not just to own it when we're here, not just to own it when we're in this room or when we're walking the halls and we're bumping into people that we know it's easy, right? It's easy to bump into someone at this conference and have that conversation. What I challenge you is to go out and what happens here, what makes this event so special and so electric, take this home with you. Take it to your community. Take it to your agency, right? Help your people understand this. Help the people you do business understand this concept. If you put on a conference, I don't care if you're in Canada or Puerto Rico or wherever you're from. Even if you're from Boston, right? It's not your fault. It's not your fault. Bill's Mafia. So I wish I had 47 Star Wars gifts for you. I wish that I did. I don't, because I just wanted to get this simple idea across that you are special because you're here. Cleveland's not an easy place to get to, surprisingly, right? And it's time away from work. It's time away from your family. We ask you to be here at 1 p.m. on a Sunday. Some of you came here on a Saturday. I get that. I appreciate the fact that this conference has a cost, both a travel cost, the ticket's not inexpensive. You made an investment in time and resources and in your attention to be here that is not lost on me. But what it shows me is that you're willing to care about something, that you do care about something deeper. And I know that while you're here, you will embrace that and you will make it part of this conference, and then it will be special. But I don't think that that's enough. I want you to take what you get from this conference, and I want you to spread it. That is how we make an impact. That is how we make an impact as a group, is that we spread this feeling that we get, this electricity, that we take it back to our organizations, we take it back to our local events, and we spread it. This isn't an elevate thing. It's an us thing. I don't want this to just be here. It was never meant to just be here. I want you to take this back and be the ambassadors of this idea that giving a shit is important. And if we focus on it, caring, not tactics, not strategy, not technology, not our carrier appointments, but caring is our competitive advantage. And I know you will do that. Thank you, my friends. So with that, I'm going to move us into our program. I can relax a little bit. I'm going to go throw up real quick. I want you to know that the people who you're going to see on this stage are hand-selected. There's a narrative to this. And the very first phone call that I made when it was time to start scheduling speakers for 2018 was Jeff Roy. He's become a special person in my life. He started as just a contact, and then we got to know each other. And all of a sudden, I realized that I had this Canadian brother who talked super funny, but was absolutely positively incredible. He's a force of nature. He and his wife Una, who's down here in the front, are literally some of the most important people in our entire industry. I do not say that lightly. The work that they are doing, the message they are spreading, is some of the most important work that is happening in our industry today. And if you have not had a chance to meet them, make it a priority in this conference. Bump into them, and when you spend 5 seconds with the two of them, you will know exactly what I mean. So it is my great honor to kick this conference off and bring Jeff Roy to the stage. Thank you very much.